Gilbert Gottfried, and this is Gilbert Gottfried's Amazing Colossal Obsessions with my co-host Frank Santopadre. And this is a continuation. We had a full episode where we had people call in, and we had so many people, to our pleasant surprise, calling us that we are doing this mini episode to get them on.
Look at this guy, the consummate professional.
Yes.
Absolutely.
That was great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, you guys like Jersey?
we love Jersey.
Oh, hey, say
All right,
hello to Jersey.
we're starting a mini episode.
This
with
is
some
from
people
my
on the
neighborhood
line.
now. Be nice.
Here we go. Hello.
Hello.
Hello there.
Hi.
Yes.
Hello there.
Yeah, I'm calling from Point Pleasant, New Jersey.
Point Pleasant. Does that mean anything to you, Frankie?
Yeah, Point Pleasant. It's over by
Point Pleasant, New Jersey. Who do we have the honor of talking to?
This is Tom.
Hi, Tom. How you doing? You are the first caller on the
you
mini
doing?
episode, Colossal Obsessions, which is a carryover from the main 250 that we just did. And thanks for hanging on so long.
Oh, you're welcome. I just want to ask Gilbert. I'm 63 years old, so my memory isn't that good. But I remember seeing Gilbert on TV where he had a newspaper stand.
Oh, yes.
Oh
Where did I
my
see that at?
God. Oh my God. That was it was what they call a backdoor pilot.
Uh-huh.
That if it did well, they'd make it into a show. That we've talked about this a few times. Norman's Corner.
Yep. It was a Cinemax comedy
That was
experiment.
pretty
Yes.
I tried watching it on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I was
Not good.
reaching for a razor blade 10 minutes
Not
in.
good.
Yes, and what makes it even weirder is that it was written by Larry David. And
Oh, really?
Yeah, in his homeless period.
yeah, and I've always told this on the show when they were trying to make Seinfeld into a series. They said, who's going to write it? And they said, Larry David. And a guy at NBC says, isn't he the guy that wrote that piece of shit for Gilbert Gottfried?
The guy was played by Bob Balaban.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
You can see Norman's Corner on YouTube. It's out there.
Yeah, or
I'll
you
have to
could,
look for it.
you could
But this was
probably
years
buy
ago, years
you could
ago.
buy it for 29 cents.
It was in the
I'm
80s,
sure.
right? We're talking
Yeah,
about mid-80s?
yeah.
Mid-80s.
Oh, that was a
Okay, yeah,
scary
that's it,
one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Tom, that is a memory.
A few months ago, I guess it was, my wife called to have Gilbert do a shout out to me where he said, "Don't be a fool, Billy."
Oh, is that the cameo?
And I went, well, yeah, the
Oh, it's
cameo.
that Cameo. Yeah,
yeah,
I'm
the
doing,
Cameo.
I'm doing these things called Cameo on Cameo.com, I guess.
Right.
And, yeah.
That was from The Far Side. It was a comic, The Far Side.
Oh, sure.
Where there's two gunfighters out in the street. They're going to have a gunfight, but one of them has no arms. So a guy from the saloon is yelling, "Don't be a fool,
Ah. Yeah, I do these Cameo shout-outs.
Gary Larson, Far Side.
Gilbert, what's a cameo cost?
Billy."
Yeah, Gilbert.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you charge for a
That
cameo?
sounds like how much? What's a hen weigh?
What do you take for a haddock?
Yeah. Well, sometimes I take aspirin, or sometimes I take a calomel.
Well, I'd walk a mile for it.
What's the cost on that?
Oh, it's $150.
$150.
And I also want to say that for $160, Paul and I will come and clean your kitchen.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Similar
and
service.
it's Cameo.com.
Cameo.com. Tom, thanks for calling. We got a couple other people to jump to.
Okay.
Thanks, buddy.
Okay.
We'll see you on the train.
Hey, happy birthday, Gilbert.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
He sounded like a Jew.
Somebody on a cell phone, 917. I can handle this
It's
one.
a shame when you do Paul Lynn that people can't see the tremor and the whole
I
motion
know.
of the body language.
And how I put on a bathrobe and go,
And he sings kids.
What you gonna do with these kids today?
Who's on the line?
Hey guys, this is Joe calling from New York City.
Joe, did you
How
say?
you doing?
Bill.
Oh,
Is it-
Bill.
Yes.
Hi, Bill. Right
No,
here in New
Joe.
York City. Where are you?
What street?
No, you had it right the first time. It's Joe.
Oh, Joe from New York City.
Joe Bill. You're
Joe,
Bill
where,
now.
Where
Get
are
used
you,
to it.
Joe? Where are you in the city?
Up in Inwood.
Oh, that's too far. We're going to say come on over.
We're going to say bring
Yeah.
beer.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. I wanted to wish Gilbert a happy birthday.
Thank
and,
you.
I love listening to you guys. I would. I call sick into work a lot more on Monday if I didn't have you guys to listen to.
Oh, how nice!
So,
what a
thank
nice
you very
thing to
much for
say.
that.
Thanks.
Do you have a favorite show?
Oh, sure.
A favorite guest?
Yeah, the first Bill Macy episode.
Wasn't that great?
Oh, he was hysterical.
Oh yeah, I had never heard of him before that, and with a lot of your guests, that ends up being it. And I get pretty interested in them. I really love all the Jerry Lewis stories; those are great.
Tony Gilbert asked Bill Macy about Tony Curtis, and he said, "That motherfucker." Bill was feisty. We loved him.
He said a thumba.
Bill's still with us. He's still in the casino. He's still out there every day. Thanks.
Yeah, I'm hoping he shows up for another episode or mini episode.
Yeah, possibly down the line.
I know you guys are Beatles fans.
Yeah.
So everyone always talks about A Hard Day's Night. Just wanted to get your thoughts on Help, because I know that Hard Day's Night is the classic, but Help, I think, gets overlooked in the wake of that.
Mr. Gottfried, you want to take it? Well, without help, I don't think we would have had the Monkees.
No, it definitely Help is definitely a pilot for the Monkees.
Seems it. Yeah. I like Help because the songs carry it. It's unfairly compared to Hard Day's Night because nothing could be as good as Hard Day's Night.
Yeah, Hard Day's Night's a classic, so Help in comparison pales.
Yeah. It wasn't as original and it wasn't fresh anymore. It wasn't.
Help was like a mini episode.
Yeah, a little bit, but I like it, and you really can't beat those songs. They carry the day. Plus, you have Leo McKern.
Yes.
Sounds great.
Richard Lester, who directed both of those movies, is still with us.
Oh.
And we should try. I think he's a hermit.
Yeah, he's in his 90s, right?
He's in his 90s. I don't think he's given an interview in a long time, but I think we'll put Gino Salamone on that one. So,
yeah.
Thank you, Joe.
Both those movies got. Have a good night, guys.
Thank you for calling.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening to the show. We appreciate it. We appreciate hearing from you.
Take care. Have a good night.
All right, Mr. Verderosa. Who's next?
This is special. I've been saving this one for.
I'll bet
for
you have.
41
Dara
minutes.
618. What do you got?
Oh, geez. I'm on the spot. Is that Texas? But I'm not sure.
Dara says
find
it's
out.
Texas. Okay, what do we got? Hello there.
618.
618 is Southern Illinois near St. Louis.
You were close, Dara.
Dara's fired.
4 states off. Hello, Southern Illinois. Who are we talking to?
This is Eric Ryan.
Eric Ryan. Eric Ryan in the flesh. Well, we don't
And
have
I
a bigger
cannot
fan than
possibly-
Eric Ryan.
I cannot possibly do worse than that drunk Dr. Fred.
What the hell was that about?
He's my all-time favorite guest now.
That reminds me of that one time I watched a squirrel bleed out on the streets of New York.
Is he a neurologist you would seek out?
No, let's not disparage the man's
If he
career.
would do those bits for me.
Yeah. Eric sends gifts from time to time. Eric sent some orange-flavored coffee that we distributed.
Oh.
Yes, and Eric is you're an attorney, are you not, Eric?
That's right.
Yes, and we do not have a bigger fan, even Tom Fokiakis, who Eric has befriended on Twitter. You guys have quite the little mafia going. You become like the Sacco and Vanzetti.
We do talk, and John is a great guy. Does Gilbert even know who he is?
No. and after you get off the line, he won't know who you are.
Well, I want to wish happy birthday to Gilbert, but he's still too young to guest on his own show.
Oh, I like that.
Thank you. That's very nice.
I wanted to know.
Go ahead.
I wanted to know, please, if you all have seen Orson Welles' The Other Side of the Wind.
I have not. Have you, Gil?
No.
Raybone?
No.
Well, it has. I'm not going to give you any spoilers, but it does have a definite special relationship to the podcast because 2 different actors play the apocalypse of the Orson Welles character played by John Huston, and they have been podcast guests, Rich Little and Peter Bogdanovich.
I know. I knew one of them was Bogdanovich. There's actual footage of Rich Little that still exists in the picture?
Yeah, he was fired off the picture,
Right.
because he couldn't act.
Right.
They claimed he couldn't act.
Famously. But there's
And he said he could not get out of gigs in Vegas that he had contracts for, so the truth is probably somewhere in between.
Can you wrap your mind around Orson Welles directing Rich Little?
Yeah, because, well, he couldn't afford Frank Ocean.
Right. David Fry was wanted too much money. Eric, we appreciate everything you've done. You tweet all the time. You post about the show. You've been a loyalist from probably from the first show.
Yeah, from day one, I found you guys on the internet somehow, or maybe I listened to Penn Jillette's podcast, and of course Gilbert was on there, and maybe there was a reference to Gilbert's own podcast on that.
Do you have a favorite episode?
Yeah, there's anytime Mario's on, I think the guy is just hilarious,
Isn't he?
and I also
Yeah.
love the Danny. I love the Danny Aiello Washington Bridge story.
Danny was funny.
Mario sent me a tweet saying, "Happy birthday, bitch."
There are no two funnier men in the world than Gilbert Gottfried and Mario Cantone. So it's a pleasure.
Speaking
when
of
we have
Gilbert, I have a question for him.
Yeah, go
My
quick.
comedy idol. What preparation, if any, for the podcast does Gilbert do?
It's mostly preparation H, I believe.
There was an article one time where the reporter watched us interview someone in the podcast. He sat in and he said to Frank, like, "What do you do before?" And he goes, "Well, I watch all of any tape I can get on them, read any interview, read any books where they talk about them." And then they asked, "What about you?" And I said, "I think I met him once."
his prep is Dara puts him on a forklift, puts him in a cab, and brings him here. And he sits in a chair and he says, "Who are we interviewing?"
Yeah, and you were on a series?
Often he'll say, "I have nothing for this person,"
Yeah.
which is always very inspiring. Eric, we love how much you supported the show. It means a lot to us,
Thank
and
you.
please keep doing it.
Okay, you're welcome, guys.
We're going to
Love
jump
it.
to somebody else. We'll talk to you, buddy.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, this person has been holding what, for 45 minutes?
46 minutes.
46
Wow.
minutes.
Bless you. Bless you.
Should we just drop it and go to the next person?
No! It's a heresy.
kidding.
Hello, who is patient enough to wait on the line that long? Who are we
Crazy
talking to?
enough.
This is Mike Erickson from Texas.
Dara didn't guess your area code. Hi, Mike. We Facebook friends. Your name sounds familiar.
Absolutely, we are.
Yeah.
Mike, I have to ask a personal question since you're in Texas. Did you ever hear of Gilbert and the
Yes.
Dickies barbecue commercials down there?
No, I'm not a native Texan. I've only been here 20 years, so that might be before my time.
No, it was like 2 years ago.
Okay.
Clearly an ineffective campaign.
Obviously, a lot of people were affected.
Proceed.
How are you, Mike?
Well, I'm great. I'm glad to chat with you guys.
course.
Happy birthday, Gilbert.
Oh, thank you.
I did have a question. Now, I have to tell a story. About a year and a half ago, I took my dad to see your show in Dallas.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
At the book depository?
No. But in what was both my proudest and most embarrassing moment, after the show, we were chatting with Gilbert, and my dad proceeds to do his Gilbert Gottfried impression in front of Gilbert. So that was
How was it? How was his impression?
not great.
Still, it's flattering, Gilbert, right? It's
Yeah,
this
it is flattering.
imitation, the most sincere form of flattery.
Yeah, it's very flattering, and so I guess I'm being flattered by the new Aflac commercials.
I wouldn't go that far.
Yes.
Do you have a favorite guest on the show?
I did like. Well, now it's fallen out of my brain. I loved Bob Einstein, of course.
Wasn't he great?
I think about that when I'm sad. I kind of tell the sink joke to myself and feel better.
There's a clip of him telling that joke to Jerry Seinfeld on YouTube.
Oh yes, I've seen it,
Yes.
and I have sent that to many friends.
Yes.
Okay, well, that's about. Oh, my question, I forgot.
Yeah.
Gilbert, who do you think does the best impression of you besides my dad?
Well, he's up there.
What's your dad's name?
My dad's name is John.
John
And he doesn't
Erickson.
listen to the podcast.
John Erickson does an excellent Gilbert Gottfried. Who does you? The famous people do you? Our friend
I
Barrett
know.
Letty does you
Yeah,
pretty well.
and Jimmy Fallon.
Jimmy Fallon, that's right, Jimmy
he does a
Fallon.
very good one.
Jimmy Fallon. Yes, that's true. See if you can find a Jimmy Fallon.
And I
impression.
once was at a party before he was known as a murderer. I ran into O.J. Simpson, I wish I had that on tape.
O.J. Simpson did an
Did an
impression
imitation
of you?
of that would be now it would be like having a tape of Charles Manson
Absolutely.
doing an imitation.
Charles Whitman.
That could be enough to reopen the case, right?
Yes.
there.
Mike, thanks for calling in. Thanks for waiting on hold so long. You're a patient man, and we appreciate it.
All right, guys. Thank you. I love the Listener Society.
Isn't it great?
And as well as the show.
Thank you, man.
It's so much fun.
Yeah, Eric Fusco and Rob Smentek. Thank you, man.
Yeah, that's a joy every day.
Thank you,
Thanks,
pal.
guys.
Bye-bye.
Well, hear from you soon. Bye-bye.
Okay,
All right.
we're gonna jump to another one as time dwindles down.
We're gonna go to the land of my in-laws and warm up some stuffed quahogs, and we're gonna talk to Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
Hello.
Hello there.
Hello.
Speak
Hi,
to
this
us.
is, Barrett Letty.
It's Barrett Letty.
Oh,
The perfect segue. We were just talking about Gilbert Gottfried impressions.
I heard you. I heard you guys. Yes, I just thought I would call and wish a very happy birthday to myself.
Barrett's impression is a little visual.
Yeah. Oh, yes, yes.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Barrett, we have met.
Isn't it great?
Barrett, we met
Yes,
we met when you went to see Gilbert's documentary down at the SVA Theater.
I did. That was the craziest night. Paul Williams was there.
Yes.
and-
Gilbert insulted him
You know,
from the stage.
That was the best moment of the whole night. That was incredible.
Good documentary.
When you do the document, and then your wife, Dara, asked me to do my impression for
Barrett.
you,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden, I used to do that impression in high school just to mess around with my friends and
Just to
bother
get laid, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Didn't work for Gilbert.
And all of a sudden, I'm doing it, and Alan Zweibel and Barbara Feldon are looking at me, and I'm like, "What the hell has my life become?" Wow,
Very strange. Very strange.
And those are all three guests of the podcast.
Yeah, wonderful guests.
Paul Williams was terrific.
Got to get Paul back.
Yeah, he was terrific on the show.
We love all of them. We love Alan. Alan's been here
Alan,
twice.
yeah,
and
very fun. And Barbara Feldon.
Barbara's the only guest that ever fed us
Yes.
in our home.
Very nice. Such a nice person.
Barrett, thank you for being such a supporter of the show. Thank you for favoring us with a Gilbert impression, and thanks for holding on so long, pal.
Absolutely, Gilbert. Can we do a little "Ready to Take a Chance" again?
Oh, oh God, he already did that one.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're breaking up. Oh God, I think we're losing the call. Oh, this is terrible. Oh.
Barrett, we'll talk to you. We'll see you on Facebook.
All right. Have a good night, guys.
Okay, buddy. Thank you.
Happy birthday, Gilbert.
Thank you, pal.
Thank you.
All right, 708.
708 all the way around to
Dara?
Illinois.
Illinois, 708. Who are we talking to?
What's up, 8 Mile?
Hello, can you hear me?
We can.
Yes.
Well, hello, my name is Scott MacArthur. And
Hi, Scott.
I'm sorry if I'm stuttering, and I'm a little starstruck, and also. Mr.
Oh, it's
Godfrey,
only Rayburn.
Yeah, I was just going to say that.
I get that all the time.
Don't be starstruck, Scott. It's just us.
Oh.
It's just three goofy guys with no lives talking about Skelton Nags
Yeah,
and
pants.
Buddy Ebsen.
Skelton Canags.
Where are you exactly? You're in Illinois or Florida?
Illinois.
Oh, you're in Illinois. Okay, Dara's not lost her touch.
That's what Gilbert said.
What do you got for us? You got a question? You got a request for a guest? Some home remedies for Rayburn's lumbago?
A favorite
Someone
episode?
you need hit?
Someone you need taken care of.
Actually, I just wanted to say to Gilbert that I'm a big fan, and I'm thankful for making me and the rest of his fans laugh, and possibly one one of my favorite performances was when he voiced the freezing my nuts off penguin from Farce of the Penguins.
There you go.
Oh my
Farce of the
God.
Penguins. Another great
Someone
moment in your
saw
canon.
that.
This gentleman saw it.
That was made by Bob Saget.
You bet. You bet.
And I think Samuel L. Jackson. They needed some other black actor other than Morgan Freeman.
It's always one or two of them.
So they got Samuel L. Jackson, I think, did the voiceover.
That's your favorite Gilbert performance? Farce of the Penguins?
Well, one of them.
Okay.
The obvious favorite is Iago from Aladdin.
Sure.
Especially from Aladdin and the King of Thieves.
There you go. Yeah, he's proud of all of them. All the checks cleared.
Thank you. Yes.
Scott, thanks for calling in.
Thank
we
you
appreciate
very
it.
much.
We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks for the blast from the past, buddy.
Nope. Not a problem. You all have a great night.
Thank you, pal.
You too.
You too. All right, we'll jump to 541. Dara, any guesses? She's stumped.
I know this one.
Frank's
I'm
got
not
it.
going to tell you.
Name that area code.
I don't want to show anybody.
like we're
up,
on the
but
old Carson show.
541.
What do you got? Does the band have it? 541.
Yeah.
Who's on the line?
This is Alan Quick,
Alan Quick.
Eugene, Oregon.
Hey.
Make up your mind. Are you Alan Quick or Eugene, Oregon?
Do you know Eugene Levy?
No, I know of him, and he is pretty funny, but...
Alan Quick is Alan Thicke's brother.
I didn't know that.
Yes, Alan Quick.
No, sorry.
Alan, what do you got for us all the way from the Pacific Northwest?
Well, I just want to say how much I appreciate the show. I've been listening for a couple of years, I think, before you transferred over to the Stitcher account.
And then you dropped us, right?
Remembering all the... No, I stick with you guys.
Bless your heart.
250 episodes. I've listened to every one, so picking a favorite is really difficult.
Okay, but we're going to make you do it anyway. Pick one.
Okay. Just one. Shoot. A tie. Dick Cavett, Dick Van Dyke.
Okay.
Wow.
Two dicks.
Two dicks.
It was two dicks interviewing two
there
dicks.
You go.
We just had Dick Cavett again.
What I enjoy is Gilbert's knack when it comes to impressions, and I really appreciate that.
Thank you.
Especially when he does. Old Groucho is great, Gil.
I thought you were going to say you appreciate his extensive prep.
Well, no, Frank, that's you.
Okay.
That's you, Frank. And you both really bring in the research, and just listening to the folks that you bring in and keeping them alive. Seriously, not the obituaries that you read, but when but when you do bring them out, and it just introduces us to the younger generation. So that is awesome.
We try. I mean, that was one of the points of the show, was making these people, keeping them relevant and introducing them to younger generations who might not know their work. And I think we've succeeded.
And people who might have been scared to watch an older person.
Yeah.
And then go, wow, they're good.
Yeah. We've got more guests coming up in their 80s and 90s.
Yes.
So
maybe.
Thank you for listening, man. It means a lot.
All our people who are in their 80s and 90s now, like Shatner, Barbara Eden. I mean, have you guys even considered reaching out to those guys?
We've reached out to both.
Yeah.
And we will continue to. We don't take no for an answer.
Hey, Gilbert, can you do me a favor? Can you bring out old Groucho and talk Chico?
Real quick, because we still got 3 people or 4 people on the line. Go ahead, Gil.
Okay.
In my day, when they bring someone out, it would be they'd introduce them, and they'd bring them out.
Okay. Thanks for the call. Thanks,
Gilbert. Hey, Gilbert, happy birthday. Cheers for another many hundreds of podcasts. Thank you, guys.
You're a good man. We appreciate it. We're going to jump to another call here. Who's 757? Virginia Beach, Dara guesses. Who's on the line?
It's Will Harris.
Who?
Will Harris.
Will Harris.
What number are you looking for?
I know you, Will.
He's the doctor from Lost in Space.
No, Will Harris, you've combined Will Robinson and Jonathan Harris. Will Harris is a professional celebrity interviewer. Are you not, Will?
I am. In fact, I did the Random Rolls interview with Gilbert for the AV Club.
He does Random Rolls, a wonderful recurring series in the AV Club, and he did one with Gilbert.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a must-read. We love Random Rolls. Will, how are you?
I'm doing well. I wanted to make sure I tried calling at least 150 times to wish Gilbert
We're
happy
so
birthday.
glad you did that. As a professional interviewer, how do you rate our interviewing skills?
I think they're great. They're very casual, and that's always what's worked best for me. And I've been listening for several years now, and sure, as you see on Facebook and Twitter, I try to tweet out the links to the interviews when I can.
Yeah, we appreciate the support. Did you cover Funky Monkey in Gilbert's Random Rolls interview?
For a while I was doing a column called Fail Bin Cinema, and I think I may have written about it there.
You got a quick question for us, buddy?
Yeah, well, I was curious with Gilbert. I love his album Dirty Jokes, but it came out relatively recently, and I was just wondering, had he ever considered trying to do a comedy album prior to that?
I actually once did a comedy album prior to it, and the label fell apart before the album
Having
came
nothing
out.
to do with your contribution. Wow. Wow. Well, we appreciate hearing from you, and we appreciate the support.
Absolutely.
And I'm
Keep
going
it going.
to
Happy
plug
birthday, Gilbert.
your column in the AV Club Random Rolls. It's great.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, buddy. You and I will talk. Take care.
Thanks.
All right. As we wind it down, we still have time, I think, for 2 or 3, right, Francis?
Yeah, I don't know how long we've been doing this mini.
We're at 27 minutes.
Wow, you timed it? Good
I
for
did.
you. That
So
makes one of us.
let's keep going until Gilbert collapses.
Yes.
Or Paul's illness takes him.
All right.
Who's at 407? Dara, you got a
That's easy. That's Orlando.
That's Orlando.
Orlando.
That's Dara's home.
Well, hi.
Howdy.
Hi, Orlando.
What do we got? Who's on the line?
Hello?
Hello.
Is this me?
It's you. You're on.
Holy cow. Unbelievable.
You're the 16th caller.
Hi, Gilbert.
You win Rayburn's crutch.
I can walk.
Who are we talking to?
My name is Michael.
Hi, Michael.
Park. I'm from Orlando, Florida. I was born in Hollywood. My mom was born in Hollywood. And we listened to this show together. Me and my mom, she's 82.
God bless.
And we listen to this show all the time.
Wow.
And my mom was actually in movies when she was a kid.
Tell us.
She was the extra. She would, my mom and my aunt in the 40s would, they lived in Hollywood. They lived off Melrose. They lived in Hollywood, a lot different places.
Wow.
And they would go to either the Paramount or RKO or I'm not sure what other ones were over there, but they were broke in the 40s. And so my mom and my aunt would try to be an extra.
How about
And if they were an extra in a movie, they would get a boxed lunch, and that's what they would eat like in the 40s during the summer and stuff. My aunt was in Gone with the Wind. You can't see her, but she's in Gone with the Wind when Atlanta's burning.
Wow.
My aunt was also in Pot of Gold. The scene where Jimmy Stewart is walking down the street and everybody's singing.
Yeah, I know that movie, Pot of Gold. Yeah.
My aunt is the blonde girl in the doorway, and
about
she's
that?
there for like 2 scenes.
This
then she
is
vanishes.
fascinating.
You got show business in your blood, buddy.
Thank you.
This sounds
Meanwhile-
like one of our guests. It's
Well,
amazing.
That's why I waited for so long, because I wanted to tell you. And my mom's actually in the other room. She doesn't know I'm talking to you. If you want to talk to her, you can talk to her. My mom. This is the story I tell everybody. My mom was in a movie. I've actually got it online right now in case you want to ask what the website is. But she was in a short when she was a kid, and Alan Ladd was her dad. And my mom's real dad was an alcoholic, and we don't like him. And I never met him. And so I always used to say to him, Alan Ladd was my grandfather as a joke.
I love it.
And but we could never find it's a movie. It's called American Portrait. It's a little short.
American Portrait. And it's an Alan Ladd short from the 40s?
Well, here's the deal. Yes, we finally watched it, and it turns out Alan Ladd did not play my mom's father in this short. He plays a guy who sells insurance to the guy playing my mom's father. So Alan Ladd is not my fake grandfather. He's a guy who sold insurance to my fake grandfather.
Well, we don't
So it's very
suggest you listen to the Ronnie Shell episode because there's an Alan Ladd story in there.
I love that one.
You simply got to fuck that chicken.
My friend Petey won't stop saying that. He'll walk in the door and say, "You got it." Anyway.
Well, God bless your mom. What is her name?
Thank you. My mom's name is Dorothy. She's in the other room if you want to talk to her. I have one more story though.
Okay, go quick.
Because of my mom, I love the Marx Brothers, and when I was a little kid, she took me to Groucho Marx's home. He was not there. I think I met Erin Fleming. She was in her car. She goes, Groucho's in Palm Springs with his brothers. And then the next time we went, he had died. It was right after he had died, and so we stuck into his backyard, and I stuck my hand in his pool because I wanted to touch the same water that Groucho Marx touched. And so that's it. That's my story.
Wow.
This is a great guest.
Great stuff.
Well, thank you.
Great stuff.
It's all true. But here, hold on. Say hi to my mom. Mom, say hi to Gilbert Gottfried and Frank.
Hi, Dorothy. How are you?
Hi, honey.
Hi.
You were in the Alan Ladd movie.
Here's mine.
No. You're online. You're on the air.
Hello.
I'm so sorry.
Nice to hear from you.
Oh, well, thank you. You've heard from my son.
Yes.
We have one question about Alan Ladd. Did you ever see him with any livestock?
No.
Okay. I'm sorry, Dorothy. That's an inside joke.
Yeah.
I know what he told you.
This was a pleasant surprise, this call.
Yes. Dorothy, we're going to... What? May we ask your last name so we can see if we can track you? Are you credited in any of these films?
No. Oh, my God, no.
Okay, so you don't have to give us your last name.
Oh, how much would they pay you?
For extra work in the 40s.
And are they hiring?
I really don't know because my mom just took us all down there, and I have no idea how much she got for it. Not very much.
How many pictures do you think you popped up in? All told.
Gosh, I don't know. 4 or 5, something like
Some
that.
Some TV work as well?
When I was no. But when I was a little kid, I was just like a baby, and I was supposed to be in a crib, and I cried so much that they finally just got rid of me and brought it in.
They couldn't work with you. You were impossible to work with.
Now, who was the biggest star you ever met?
Gee, I don't know. I guess Alan Ladd.
How about that? He was tiny. They said he was tiny, Alan Ladd, and he had little feet, according to Blazing.
Yeah.
No, that was Douglas Fairbanks.
That's probably true,
Yeah.
but I was so young that I don't remember.
He was one of those leading men where they
little
used to make him stand on an apple box
Yes,
because he
yes.
had to be taller than his leading lady, and he seldom was. Dorothy, we loved hearing from you guys.
This was a great call.
Oh, thank you.
And thank
we
you.
listen to you all the time. Thoroughly enjoy it.
Thank you so much. It means the world to us. You take care.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
That was a great call.
Okay, that was great. We'll try to. We'll have a hard time topping that, but let's try. We can.
Do we have one more call?
I think maybe we'll squeeze in one or two. What do you think?
All right.
Here we go. We're at 33 minutes.
All right. We have a caller on the line from 610. Where's that? Tara?
I don't know. I know 310. That's L.A.
Pennsylvania, maybe?
610. What do you think, Dara? Dara's guess is Pennsylvania. Is she right?
She is correct.
Oh, my God.
Ooh, the radar range is
we
yours.
should have Dara as a guest on the show.
We should sometime. Where are we? Where are we hearing from? And who are you?
This is Patrick Izzo, and I'm in Aston, Pennsylvania, which is about 10 minutes right outside of Philadelphia.
Patrick, I know your name. We talk all the time on Facebook. Do we not?
We do, and I wanted to say thank you for your generosity of your time on Facebook. We all appreciate that.
Oh,
Frank.
that's fair. Well, I have no life, Patrick. You're welcome. I love talking to the
We listen to
fans.
this goddamn podcast.
What's that?
We said none of us have a life. We listen to this goddamn podcast.
We're life snatchers.
They don't bring God into this.
Yeah. What's your favorite episode, Patrick?
Oh, my God. It's so hard to pick, but I'll tell you, I feel like I lobbied and campaigned to get Kirk Hammett on the show for being a lifelong Metallica fan and knowing for years how much of a horror freak this guy was. I kept thinking this guy is going to be the perfect guest.
And you were right.
We could probably do 3 episodes with.
Yeah, he was a treat.
We loved him. And he sent us gifts.
Yes.
Did you get those shirts?
Yeah.
He sent us he sent us shirts and tote bags, and he's a wonderful guy. Yeah.
I have to do a Kirk-related shout-out.
Sorry, Frank?
I got a Kirk-related shout-out. This
quick.
is totally random.
Sure.
There's a guy named DJ Cumberbund. Have you heard of this guy on Facebook?
Can't say I have.
He does these mashup music videos and songs. So he takes Enter Sandman from Metallica, but with Earth, Wind, and Fire, I think 21st of September or one of those. And it's amazing. So you're watching Metallica, but hearing this really groovy.
I will check that out.
Yeah,
that
look
sounds
up
like
DJ
fun.
Cumberbund. Big shout out.
Patrick, he turned out to be the perfect guest, so we thank you for the idea. And keep the guest ideas coming.
I'm going to try.
You have anything to say to Raybone?
Wake up.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, let's get it together, and we can get.
He knows me so well.
3 weeks.
What'd you say?
I said if we could get some research done within 3 weeks, would be great.
He's been researching from the first call we got tonight. He's just about to find something.
You don't expect me to research
It is.
it.
When they first said he was from Metallica, I thought, well, I don't really know Metallica that well.
we didn't
What
ask
am
him
I
about
gonna
Metallica.
talk about? And then when I saw what a monster freak he was.
He was perfect for us.
Yeah.
Do you think that might be the only interview he's ever done where he didn't mention his band?
We mentioned it once because I asked a question from my future brother-in-law. Patrick, we love hearing from you. I love talking to you on Facebook. Please keep listening to the show.
We will. Gilbert, happy birthday.
Thank you.
I just met your sister within the past year on Facebook, your sister Karen, and she's lovely. I love her.
Thank you.
Okay, Patrick.
I'll tell her.
Be good, buddy.
All right, guys, take it easy.
Take care. You want to squeeze in one more, Frank?
All right, bye-bye.
Yeah.
One more.
That's what she said.
Person who has been on this line from California. Is this 310?
310.
Here we go. Finally, an area code I recognize. My old stomping grounds. Hello, Southern California.
Wait, we got to drop Patrick. Get out of here, Patrick.
Thank you, Patrick.
There we go.
Hello. Hello, Hollywood.
Hello. Hi there. This is Perry Shields.
Perry, I know you from Facebook, too.
That's right. And I appreciate your time. As another caller said, we've conversed on Facebook, and I thank you very much for that.
Well, it's the least we can do.
Well, and happy birthday, Gilbert.
Thank you.
And how about happy birthday, Dara? She had her birthday last week.
And how about happy birthday, Frank? You had a birthday.
We're all February babies.
I had a birthday last year.
Okay, wise guy. What's up, Perry?
Well, just you're the highlight of my week twice. Monday and Thursday, went to Stitcher when you moved there, and I haven't missed an episode. It's like other people have said, I'm sure, when I found you guys, I thought it's nice to feel part of the community across the world.
How nice.
People who love these same old. And it's funny because almost every episode you'll bring up something, and I'll go, of course I have that. Like we've been talking about the Versatiles lately.
Oh, the Versatiles book, yeah.
Yeah, I've had that since I was a kid. My dad was a huge movie freak.
Yep.
And like Gilbert has talked about, your living room being a film school. In the 60s, my dad would say, King Kong is on. You got to sit and watch this.
So you're a kindred spirit. You inherited the love of this stuff from your dad.
Oh, absolutely.
Did you have Aurora models as a kid?
Yes, I did the Aurora.
There you go.
Wow.
I think Gilbert's dad used to sell those in his hardware store.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good times.
Of course, I don't have many more. They've broken apart in the various moves and all that.
I know. And now they're $400-500 to get one on eBay.
Wow.
Yeah. Perry, we appreciate it. We appreciate the support. Thanks for being a fellow traveler. And thanks for sitting on hold for so long.
Oh, yeah. Favorite guest, Billy West, because I can't get enough Al Lewis.
Very
stories.
funny.
We love Billy West. He's an automatic.
Very funny.
Yeah.
Thank you, pal. We love hearing from you.
Thank you. And keep it up.
You and I will speak on Facebook.
I certainly hope so.
Take care. Thanks, Perry.
Thanks so much for taking my call.
Okay.
Right.
Thanks for holding. All right. I think we're out of bullets here at the 39-minute mark. Well, we will have to do another one of these down the road.
So it's Gilbert's birthday. If he's going to take us out with a little closure, I'll play some appropriate music for him.
Okay. Well, I want to first say to the nice people who are still on hold.
Yes.
God bless you, but we can't do
we really appreciate you calling.
We do appreciate it, and we feel bad for the people that are still holding, but we're flattered, and we will do this again, and we urge you guys to call again.
And we had to fit that neurologist jokes.
We are sorry, but the show has ended. Goodbye.
Oh, I'm glad I recorded that.
What was that?
That was the show.
Was that
ending.
Stephen Hawking?
We finally got him as a guest.
To the people for both the main episode and the mini episode who didn't get on, we will figure something out and we will do this again.
Yeah,
I think it was a success.
Oh, awesome!
We
all have a good time?
appreciate you calling. No,
Yeah.
we really do, but we
Yeah.
just can't fit that many people on.
Yeah, because we could just keep going and we'll be here till 10:30 at night, and some of us have lives. I'm not speaking for myself. Dara, what do you think? 2 thumbs up, and you got to play Guess the Area Code.
Yeah, this, as a matter of fact, to those people who didn't get on, we had no idea we'd be getting this many callers, and it surprised us.
Yeah, when you did the 100th episode at Sirius, we didn't have this many callers.
I don't think we did.
We had tremendous, but the show was still pretty new.
No. To the people who didn't get on, if you're on Twitter or Facebook, identify yourselves to me, and we'll talk and we'll figure something out.
Yeah.
Down the line, and our apologies. We'd love to hear from all of you.
Yeah.
And we'd love to hear less from Raybone, actually.
I don't think we could have heard any less.
Excuse me, could I have a little research time here, please?
Gil, this was fun.
Yeah.
And I can't believe we've done 250 episodes.
Scary.
Dara, what's the count on the mini episodes? Do you have one?
I think it's like 2. It's up there. It's not far behind.
Somewhere in the 300s.
No,
almost.
I think what's the main episodes are
250.
So the minis are like 210 now.
That's sick.
Yeah.
we've done like 500 of these things.
So I'm Gilbert Gottfried. My co-host is Frank Santopadre, and this has been Gilbert and Frank's Amazing Colossal Obsessions, a call-in show talking to our fans.
It was great. Happy birthday, partner.
Happy,
thank you.
When Gilbert 64.